for that belt again because I liked it.
I want all the belts. I want all the records.
When we show up, we bust bracket.
We are going to be in the Schmoedown Spectacular because we deserve to be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Wait to beat Dan Murrow and represent Wake Forest.
I'm not coming for any belts. I'm keeping this belt.
Inanimated.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Which Disney film features the blue fairy granting a wish?
Well, Sleeping Beauty. There is a blue fairy, so there absolutely is a blue fairy giving a wish.
I don't know if there's a blue fairy
But she's
or
not known as the blue fairy.
The answer was Pinocchio.
The blue fairy.
Yeah.
The blue fairy.
Redemption. That's the name of the game. You're not going to hear a lot of me putting down the character of the wild man, Josh Macuga. But you will hear me say his luck started with me.
Let me tell you something before we get into that, okay? 2014, everybody thought that I was just some fluke. Throw another personality in the old Schmoedown. And then I went all the way to the final. Everybody thought that I was underrated. They underestimated me. What's going on today? I'm still being underestimated.
Go back to 2014 and watch the infamous Blue Fairy match. The question, worded terribly. Who was the Blue Fairy who did this or did that or granted a wish? There are lots of Blue Fairies that granted wishes.
The entire world was stacked against me, against Kristian Harloff, and I beat him. People think that I cheated. There is no cheating there. The history of this matchup is this. He thinks that he won, fair and square. He thinks that I cheated. I won, fair and square, is the actual result, the actual fact.
Then, let's fast forward to the end of the match. I'll ask the editor very nicely here. Editor, please show this clip.
What actor starred opposite Marlon Brando
Did you know that?
in the mafia comedy The Freshman?
Oh, yeah.
You can hear Mark Riley whisper, Broderick. And then watch Macuga's face. Oh, wait a minute. Someone said Broderick. Alicia Malone is wearing a Broderick shirt. It could be Broderick.
There was no actual basis for his theory other than you can hear somebody go, that's all you hear. It's like the girl in the ring coming out of the TV going like, hearing a little static in that movie Frequency with Michael Keaton. It's like the Mothman prophecy. Chopsticks, chopsticks.
I have to win this match. I've got to. Does it mean there's going to be a championship run for me? No, that's not what I'm in this for. I'm in this to take out him, Mark Riley, Andy Signor, and John Roca. Those four. Why Mark Riley? Broderick.
Kristian Harloff, I think you're a great guy, and I respect you as a friend. But today, I'm going to show you that the Blue Fairy was no fluke. I'm going to show you that even if somebody whispered, doesn't matter, okay? If his name was Broderick, if it wasn't Broderick, it wasn't cheating. I am the winner. I was the winner in 2014. I'll be the winner in 2016. And then when 2017 rolls around and you decide to come out of retirement to fight me again, I will knock you out once again. Because Little Mac, he may get beat by Don Flamenco too, but he comes back against Bald Bull too.
Macuga, I love you to death, dude, and I think that this is going to be a match. And anyone that has me 90% in the polls, you're crazy. This guy can play the game. He's been part of the game for a while, and it's going to be a match. I look forward to playing him. Good luck to him, and good luck to me.
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown alongside Ken Knapsack. I am merely Mark Ellis, and we are so happy you guys are joining us for what is going to be a matchup of movie trivia brutes today, Ken. The history in this matchup goes all the way back to the early 1940s when we first met the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio.
That's right. In the now famous Blue Fairy incident, Kristian Harloff, Josh Macuga coming down to the end, there was a controversial whispering of an answer. Maybe. Alleged. We don't know. Matthew Broderick, you've heard Kristian talk about it. You've heard Josh talk about it. It's
There's
a big part of that.
A lot of trials pending in this case still all the way back from 2014. But, Ken, what we're talking about here today is two people looking for redemption. Two of the best trivia competitors we've ever had in the Schmoedown, but they've fallen on some hard times. So much so that Kristian Harloff is now embarking upon a revenge tour. He wants to knock down every opponent that's done him wrong. But if he doesn't get started with Josh Macuga today, it might be a while before we see him back in the ring.
Yeah, it might be a short trip. And, it's not that Kristian has any ill will towards these people. He just wants personal redemption. You hear him say that over and over, and this is where it begins. And let's talk about their careers after that incident. Macuga has kind of risen in the ranks. He's the number 4 ranked contender. A lot of that because of luck.
How is he still the number 4 ranked contender? He's one of my best friends. I bet against him every time with somebody like Kristian Harloff, also one of my best friends. I rarely see him walk into a match not supremely confident. It's going to be a matter of desire, a matter of will, and maybe just a little bit of luck sprinkled in there possibly by some sort of Disney fairy. Kenny.
Here's an interesting note about this matchup. Josh Macuga, often overlooked by a lot of people for obvious reasons, mostly his suits, overlooked. He has never been knocked out of a Schmoedown competition, whereas Kristian Harloff, anytime he has won by KO.
It is a match of pure strength here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thank you guys for joining us. And now we go to the tail of the tape. Kenny, you look at Kristian Harloff's strengths. What's on his docket?
Well, of course, some of his strengths are Star Wars, action-adventure, and to some, blowing big matches. I don't know if that's a strength, but he's good at it.
He is damn good at it, and when you look on the other side of the ledger here, you have Josh Macuga. Does he have strengths?
He does. He does. And that's what I think everyone overlooks him. He's got strengths. Guessing, Bad Boys movies, and movies that no one has ever seen. He's an expert in them.
You don't have to have seen the movies to write a question about him. Will Josh Macuga's luck continue here today, or does Kristian Harloff begin his Harloff the Revenge Tour? We're about to find out. And to introduce our competitors is the golden throat of wrestling bad boy, Ken Knapsack. You ready?
I am ready as you are going to be on December 23rd when you take on Dan Murrell at the Ultimate Schmoedown, the Schmoedown Spectacular there.
You know, it is something I'm looking forward to. The Spectacular is going to be 5 matches in one video. It is going to be spectacular as we named it. And you're right, headlined by myself, Baby Carrots, earning the belt back for Collider and all of gooddom from Dan Murrell.
Let's get to the match and introduce our combatants today. Introducing first, representing Schmoes Know and Collider, with a record of 3 wins, 3 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown winner.
Playing some sort of... Ooh, he's got a knife.
The former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion and the number 6 ranked contender. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristian Darth Harloff.
Kenny, he is Dexter. And Kristian Dexter Harloff has found his way to his side of the table, and Kenny, his competitor might be dead backstage.
We don't know.
Somebody call the paramedics.
We'll find out now. His opponent, representing Collider TV Talk and the most colorful suits in the business, with a record of 5 wins and 4 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist, and the number 4 ranked contender. Here is the Wild Man, Josh Macuga.
Coming out in a powder blue shirt, eerily reminiscent of a certain blue fairy of the Blue Fairy. It appears that music was the Blue Fairy music from Cinderella.
Wow.
Further pouring salt on the wound of Harloff's cut from 2014.
He is poking at the wound.
Josh Macuga, Kristian Harloff, are you guys ready for this matchup?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And your rules for round 1. Before we get to the rules, you will each get 6 questions from 6 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Josh Macuga, you are somehow, by the will of Satan or another power, the favorite in this match. Would you like to answer your round questions first or second?
I will go, as the lady said, bippity-boppity 2.
Delightful sense of humor on that kid.
He's an adorable little tramp, ain't he?
All of Pittsburgh is wondering why that color for the suit. And now we go to Kristian Harloff. Would you like to answer from categories 1 or 2?
1, please.
Kristian Harloff is picking from category 1, but Josh Macuga actually picked 2. So Kristian Harloff is going to be answering first and going from category 1. Kenny, when you're ready.
Can I ask a question here real quick first? If he doesn't like the wording of the question, can he rephrase the wording so it makes Blue Fairy make sense?
I like that.
We're going to say no.
Okay, cool,
Great.
Does Riley have a piece of tape on his mouth?
Mark Riley has been muzzled prior to the match.
We have coached the audience here, gentlemen. This is going to be a fair and balanced match. All right, are you ready, Kristian Harloff?
I am, Ken.
In the category of action-adventure, who plays the young girl that Denzel Washington is charged to protect in 2004's Man on Fire?
Oh, Dakota Fanning.
That is correct.
Well done, sir.
Confident. He's killing it already, Ken.
Category number 2, sports. Josh Lucas plays a coach by the name of Don Haskins in what basketball film?
Oh, stupid Glory Road.
That is correct.
Well done. A nice Macuga guess right there.
Basketball, not Christian's best sport, but he got the answer right.
University of Texas, El Paso.
Next.
No points are awarded.
Damn it.
Next category.
People talk a lot when they're nervous, you know this?
Can I proceed, gentlemen? Can we?
Sorry.
I like your shirt, Ken. Is that a shade of blue?
You both get 10 points. This is cute.
Category 3, fantasy sci-fi. Kristian, who played the female elven warrior in the Hobbit films?
Oh, Evangelina Lilly.
That is correct.
3 points for Kristian Harloff from 3 different movie categories, when Josh Macuga already has some catching up to do. Josh.
Can an elven warrioress be called a fairy?
No.
Oh.
The crowd still laugh, but there's some dissent amongst Josh's fairy jokes.
I'm losing the crowd hard. All right.
Josh, in the realm of action-adventure,
Yes.
who played B.A. Baracus in 2010's incarnation of the A-Team?
B.A. Baracus. Oh, dude. It's a professional wrestler. Is it Rampage?
We're going to need a last name.
Rampage Jackson?
That is correct.
All right.
That is correct.
MMA.
Josh Macuga
MMA,
limping
sorry.
into the right answer with 1 point. Sports. What was the last name of Randy the Ram in The Wrestler?
Oh, no. Randy the Ram. Orton?
5.
Orton is incorrect, though that was a mediocre football quarterback at one time. We're looking for Robinson. Randy the Ram Robinson. Sorry to Kyle Orton's family. I know they're big fans. Fantasy sci-fi. Josh, what MCU regular played Orlando Bloom's dad, known as Bootstrap Bill, in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest?
MCU regular.
He's thinking hard.
Bootstrap Bill.
5.
Stellan Skarsgård?
I don't know how he does
I don't
it.
know how.
I don't know how he pulls it
All
out.
right, bippity boppity, Stellan Skarsgård.
We double-checked that no one was holding that up on a signboard in the studio.
That is a smelly 1 point because he pulled that out of his butt. Kenny, back to you.
Absolutely. All right. Back to you, Kristian. Category is comedies. In what city does heartthrob Mary currently reside in There's Something About Mary?
Seattle?
That's incorrect. Looking for Miami.
Shoot.
For Miami. I believe Bad Boys takes place in Miami as well.
A Florida State grad hates Miami, so.
You're still conducting. Why?
I'm the Blue Fairy. Come on.
The music never stops in his head, Mark.
Yeah.
It never stops. Category 5, movie quotes. In what sci-fi classic will you hear the following quote? I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
I'll pick The Matrix.
That is incorrect. Looking for 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Stupid category. It's one of my least favorite categories.
And the match is now in protest.
Yeah.
There you go.
Throwing the entire category under the bus, Ken.
Harloff swinging and missing here. Still 3-2.
hate that category.
Final category for you, holiday films.
Ooh.
Todd and Margot are the neighbors in what classic 80s holiday comedy?
Todd and Margot. 80s holiday comedy. Is it 80s? I don't know. Christmas Story.
That is incorrect. Looking for Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Well, why is the carpet
80s?
all wet, Todd? I don't know.
1989.
89.
Released in 1989.
Is the same.
I was
decade.
shocked to know it was Christmas Vacation. Yeah,
And now we go back to Josh Macuga, who suddenly has an opportunity to take a lead here at the end of round one. Josh, your category is comedies. In which film will you find Heather Graham co-starring with Mike Myers?
I would go Austin Powers.
We need you to be more specific.
The Spy Who Shagged Me.
That is a point. That is a point.
All right.
That is a point.
Almost have to wonder if this is some kind of weird game he plays.
Yeah,
You just don't know if he's
bibbidi
actually
bobbidi
getting
boo.
these right or if he's just getting lucky. We now move on to movie quotes. Josh, name the movie in which an imaginary Elvis proclaims, "I like you, Clarence. Always have, always will."
An imaginary Elvis?
Yes, sir.
Shut up.
I like you, Clarence. I always have. I know. I should know this.
5, 4.
Moonstruck.
3.
I don't know.
True Romance.
Looking for True Romance. True
I'm not a big
Romance.
fan of that film. I'll get crushed in the comments
Ooh,
for saying
really?
that, but yeah.
And the love affair between Josh and the internet ceases to exist. We now go to
Bippity
holiday
boppity, I'm
films.
sorry.
Josh, your final question in round one to close out the category and the round. Holiday films. Who played the concierge at the hotel that Kevin McAllister checked into in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York?
So not the bellman, who was played by Rob Schneider. We're looking for the concierge, which I believe was Tim Curry.
Thank you for that walk
Nice.
down Home Alone 2 lore. You are correct.
At no point do we ask you to show your work.
We really did not need Rob Schneider's name sullying this good show, but we got it, and we also have Josh Macuga suddenly vaulting into the lead 4-3 at the end of round one, Ken.
Absolutely. Round 2 is where you can make or break yourself. We have to bring out the wheel. And to bring out the wheel, we have
The one, the only, Miss Emma Fife, everybody. Emma Fife
With her
bringing
trademark
out the
hats
wheel.
now, which I love.
And Josh Macuga, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin the Wheel of Destiny first, or would you like to defer to Kristian George Harloff?
Like any great player of Madden 95, you know to defer the kickoff to the second half. I will defer the wheel to Kristian Harloff.
Kristian, I believe, more of a Tecmo Bowl man. He's going to give it a spin. It appears he's been on fantasy sci-fi.
I'll go with it.
He's going to stick with fantasy sci-fi, and as we do here in round two, Kristian is now going to get 4 questions from the category of fantasy sci-fi. Each question is worth 2 points. If he does not like the question he receives, he can ask for multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1 point. There is stealing in round 2. There is no penalty for missing a question. Kristian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fantasy
All right.
sci-fi, Kenny, fire it up.
All right, Kristian, you're going to get 4 questions. First one coming in. Who played Sirius Black in the Harry Potter franchise?
Gary Oldman.
That is correct.
Didn't need multiple choice for that one, Kenny.
Takes the lead. Question 2. In I, Robot, what is the name of the sentient robot voiced by Alan Tudyk?
Sonny.
That is correct.
What?
2 more points.
It was from Godfather. That's how I remember it.
A little, perhaps,
Yeah.
of Macuga's magic being thrown back into his own
That
face.
is
That was
right,
James
because
Bond.
Kristian seemed to pull that out of nowhere. We move on to the next question, Kenny.
Question 3. Who played the heroic Theseus in 2011's The Immortals?
Henry Cavill.
That is correct.
He doesn't need multiple choice at all. He is himself a sentient robot.
Question number 4. Final one for you. Who directed 2009's Terminator Salvation.
McGee.
Good for you. That's right. 11.
The Blue Man
That
Fairy's
is
worst
how
nightmares
you
are coming
get a
true.
lead back in
11.
grand fashion. It is
4.
now 11-4. Kristian Harloff jumps into the lead, well ahead of Josh Macuga. Josh, one spin separates you from a potential knockout.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that, bud. Action adventure.
Action adventure. He's got a shot here, Ken.
do.
I will take that.
Oh.
I will take it.
All right, let's party.
Come on, Van Dam.
With you, Josh, as well. 4 questions. First category, or action adventure. First question is, in The Warriors, what area of New York did the Warriors call home?
That would be Coney Island.
He got it.
Come out and play.
Big. He avoids a knockout with that answer.
Needed that. Question 2. Who plays the rough-edged adventurer Jack Colton in Romancing the Stone?
That would be Michael Douglas.
Okay.
Big Michael Douglas fan right here.
It's like Finstock rubbed off on you.
Question 3. In Jurassic Park, John Hammond's park is on an island off the coast of what Central American country?
I think I know this. And I should go multiple choice, but I'm going to say Costa Rica.
He got it.
Wow. A lot of guessing in round 2. It's paying off so far, Ken.
All right. Final one for you to take a lead. Who directed the 1982 fantasy classic Conan the Barbarian?
Shut the fuck up, Roka.
Is that time count?
The crowd has a
I like
collective
this stuff.
orgasm.
Conan the
go.
Barbarian? Okay, who
5,
directed it?
4.
Multiple
3.
choice.
A. John Milius. B. Richard Fleischer. C. Richard Donner. D. Mark L. Lester.
I'll go Donner.
Incorrect.
Milius.
Christian, you can steal.
Milius.
That is correct for one
A for
point.
one giant point.
But a key
And that
point.
concludes round 2.
I should probably
with
look at that
Kristian
poster in our
Harloff
office
is
more,
now up 12-10. Ken, we could have been going into round 3 a tied ball game. Josh misses it. Kristian steals it. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point victory, or at least going into round 3 in the favor of Kristian Harloff. Now we move on.
Still anyone's game going into this final round.
Competitors, in round 3, you will each get 3 questions. They are corresponding to the 3 numbers that you guys give us, ranging from 1 to 25. Kristian, you are in the lead. What 3 numbers would you like to have your questions as?
16, 5, 12.
16, 5, and 12. Josh Macuga, with those 3 numbers off the board, from 1 to 25, what would you like your categories to be?
I'm going to go 23, Michael Jordan.
Heard of him?
21, Roberto Clemente.
Heard of him as well.
And 9, because I like the number.
That could also be New York Mets superstar Greg Jeffries.
Yes, Greg
It could also be
Jeffries.
Washington Redskins quarterback Sonny Jurgensen.
It could.
Ooh.
It
A
could.
lot of opportunities here to be an ex-athlete here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, but right now, Kristian Harloff in the lead. We're going to go to Josh Macuga first. I will be proctoring the questions to Mr. Macuga. Ken will be asking the ones to Kristian Harloff. Josh, your question for 1 point is in the category of sports. Sports movies.
Imagine that.
Should have waited for 5. Damn it.
In the film Space Jam,
Oh, good.
name one of the NBA players who gets his talent stolen by aliens.
Well, I mean,
Come on, that can't be the
I used the number, so I'm going to say Michael Jordan.
That is incorrect.
It's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Correct? That is incorrect.
The premise of the movie is Michael Jordan battles a team of aliens. We don't
Okay.
need to get into it now. Josh
Sorry.
doesn't get it.
Haven't seen that movie since I was 8. I apologize. I like the song better than the movie.
A lot of other
Alright.
famous NBA players you could have gone to. So now we go
Charles
on
Barkley?
to Josh's next category.
3-point question here.
You pick number 21, and your category is Robert De Niro. Who plays the legendary comedian kidnapped by De Niro in The King of Comedy?
Who plays the legendary? Fuck. Excuse my language. I haven't seen this movie in so long. Can you just repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
Who plays the legendary comedian kidnapped by De Niro in The King of Comedy?
5, 4, 3.
Billy
2.
Crystal.
convincing.
Looking for Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis. And hey, lady, Kristian is one question away from winning. Josh Macuga. TKO. Movie quotes is your 5-point question.
Movie
category.
quotes? Awesome.
Movie quotes.
See you guys in the parking lot.
Josh, your question is, what 1980s movie has a character that laments, why is he calling me meat? I'm the one driving a Porsche.
Why is he calling me meat? I'm the one driving a... I need to name the movie?
We need the name of the film.
5,
Pretty Woman.
4. And your winner by way of TKO, Kristian Harloff.
Kristian Harloff with a convincing round 2, Kenny. And I'll tell you what, Josh Macuga, it seemed like he had some questions that were answerable. He just didn't pull that luck we normally see him have in round 3.
What was the answer to that question?
The answer was Bull Durham. Bull Durham, Nuke LaLoosh, known as Mead. And so this spells so many things for the future Josh Macuga, as well as Kristian Harloff.
It looks as though the luck ran out. Will they flip in the rankings? What will this do? Kristian's redemption tour gets to go on. Who is in his target sights next?
He kicks off with a hot taste of vengeance, and he's looking for more blood. Now, with an interview with the winner and the loser of today's match, we turn it over to Emma Fife.
What is up, Schmoedown fans? I am here with your victor, Kristian Harloff, with your 4th knockout. Is that correct?
That was the 4th one, but man, that was that Macuga. That dude is something else. The second round, I couldn't believe he got everyone right. Almost, but he's really, really good.
I know. You were out for blood, man, and I thought it was going to be more of a knockout the way things went in round 1, but round 2, he really came back swinging.
He came back. Look, his first round was really good, man. I started out with those 3 points, and then I got some bum ones in the second one. I just didn't know, and he did. He came out with those 4 points, and I got lucky. You know, I had that action adventure and the fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, good categories for both of you, honestly. So this was, and you're still the only person to knock out Josh Macuga.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be proud of that fact because that guy has gone up against some of the best in the league. He's gone up against Roca and Ellis, and the fact that and Clark Wolf, and the fact that I was able to do it, yeah, it feels good to avenge the loss. F you, Blue Fairy.
Yes, he did have a little bit of that Macuga luck on his side, but ultimately you emerged victorious today, and that must feel good.
It does feel good, and it just means that, you know, the fact that now I have got my sights on some other people.
So who do you want to take on next?
I'll tell you this. I know who I want. Either one would be redemption for me. I want the loser of Riley and Roca from the Spectacular. I want the loser of those matches because I owe them both. With Roca, he beat me. I had 19 points. He just beat me. And then Riley, Roderick. I got to get him back for it. So either one, whoever loses that match, that's what I'd like to see next.
So you want to take on the loser so you can just like add salt to the wound.
Well, yeah, just because I don't think that I deserve a title shot.
Sure,
so,
that makes sense.
And those guys are going to be, whoever wins is going to be playing for the title. So, you know, I'm edging my way up. I'm trying to get there.
All right, Kristian. Well, I believe in you, and congratulations on taking vengeance on Josh Macuga today.
Thank you.
Stick around. We will be here with the Blue Fairy himself in just a moment. All right, I am here with either the Blue Fairy or someone who is on his way to get married in Vegas, Josh Macuga, who unfortunately wasn't victorious today.
Hippity boppity bummer.
You couldn't get that Blue Fairy magic to pull it together for you.
Just, you know, it was a hell of a match.
It was.
It was, the second round was really was tight on both sides.
It was. Yeah, I was nervous for you in round 2 because after Kristian
he
crushed his category, but then you came right back with action adventure.
Yeah, I know. That was a big spin. The wheel was in my favor. I felt like it was a strong match all the way across the board, and I'm usually super strong in round 3.
Yeah.
I just couldn't pull out an answer.
That Macuga magic just wasn't coming.
Get Space Jam. I was like, I'm screwed. This is over. It's over. I mean, you got to hit all 3 in round 3 if you have any chance of winning. And Harloff he closed the deal. I didn't give it to him, but I gave it to him.
Sure. Yeah, that Space Jam question, man, got you a little tripped up there.
I've seen that movie since I was 9 or 10. What was the year it came out? Does anybody know? 91, 90?
Something like that. Yep.
92, I don't know. I remember seeing that movie and not liking it. I've never been a guy, and I can get hated on for all this, but anything that has live action people with Looney Tunes animation has never equated to me.
Gotcha. So you're like not a Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of person.
Yeah, it just never really was for me.
Great. Fantastic.
Yeah, but, man, I should. You know what was in my head? I was like, I'm going to say Charles Barkley.
Well, that would have been right. Oh, Macuga. You gotta go with your instinct, man.
No.
So what's next for you? Are you done with the singles? Are you moving on?
No, I love to compete. I will take on anybody. I want a challenge from Finstock. I want to beat that dude's face in. I love him. You love him like a brother. He's a great guy. But you don't leave the team. You stick with your team forever. You don't go for the trade bait.
I know.
You don't want to go like, oh, I'm going to take the big contract because I can win a title with the other team. You don't do that. You stick with your teammate because that's what matters. You play for the heart of the game, not for the title. Well, you should play for that. But we know what I'm getting. Vinstock, you think you can beat me in singles? I want to take you down. I don't want to TK you. I don't want to knock you out. After the round one, I want to be up 6-0 and you just give up. I want to break your legs, Nancy Kerrigan style. Why? That's what you're going to be like when you walk off.
Well, hopefully Finstock will come out of his pledge to only do singles matches against women in order to face you at some point, Josh Macuga.
I hope every woman beats him, including myself dressed as a woman. Now, if you want me to come out and drag and beat Finstock, I'll do it.
Well, that is a match I would definitely like to see.
Thanks, Emma.
You're very welcome. Yeah. Well, again, condolences on your loss, Josh Macuga, but you made a good showing. You look fabulous. And back to you, Ken and Mark.
And there you have it, Ken. I mean, you see a Josh Macuga who's just expecting that luck, that ability to guess right when it matters the most to show up, and it just didn't appear today.
It didn't. Like Barry Pepper in Saving Private Ryan, he started missing those shots as the tank was coming down on him. That tank today, Kristian Harloff.
I was going to say he was like a fairy who just forgot his magic wand. He seemed to have a wand. The one time he showed up as a fairy, he didn't have any magic. And when you look at Kristian Harloff, boy, you talk about a guy who was a little down in the dumps about his recent movie trivia Schmoedown fortunes. All of a sudden, he seems back. He is ready to go. It's like Wilford Brimley in Cocoon. He's a re-energized man.
Absolutely. Great match. Fun match. Didn't go the way Josh wanted, but you know what? Anything can happen in the Schmoedown. That's why you tune in.
That's why you tune in. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And don't forget, this coming Tuesday, we're going to have the Star Wars matchup of all matchups when Ken Knapsack and John Campea take on Sam Witwer and Freddie Prinze Jr., both of whom perform voices on the hit show Star Wars Rebels. Kenny, how you feeling about that matchup?
I'm feeling scared, but still confident. I know what I'm going up against, but I'm pretty sure I know my Star Wars.
Make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday for that. And once again, don't forget about the Schmoedown Spectacular coming to the YouTubes on December 23rd. 5 epic matchups headlined by myself, Baby Carrots, taking on Dan Murrow and going for that belt. For Ken Knapsack, my name is Mark Ellis. Thank you guys for leaving your comments in the section below, and we'll see you guys next time on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Going for that belt again because I liked it.
I want all the belts. I want all the records.
We show up, we bust brackets.
We are going to be in the Schmoedown Spectacular because we deserve to be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
To beat Dan Murrow and represent Wake Forest.
I'm not coming for any belts. I'm keeping this belt.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.